Good evening, team and family. Good evening, team and family. And if you are in this room tonight, you are officially a part of the KIPP Texas Houston team and family. I am Ryan Wright, and I'm a head of schools with KIPP Texas Houston. We all just had the pleasure of watching a video that highlights our mission and our vision. And I have the privilege this evening to highlight a group of teammates who are without question a core element to our mission and our vision, and that they live it every day and bring it to life for our KIPPsters. Our honorees tonight are our school leaders. At KIPP, that's what we mean when we say principal. When we say school leader, we mean principal. If you are a KIPP Texas Houston school leader, please stand up so that we might celebrate you. Our school leaders have always played an essential role in the success of our schools, and we know that similar to having strong teachers, when children attend schools with strong leaders, they can prove the possible. Schools can be both high-achieving and brave and belonging spaces for our KIPPsters where they feel seen, heard, and valued. At KIPP, our leaders understand that in order to reach and exceed our bar of excellence, our schools must be places where our kids are first loved. To be transparent, leading any school is tough, but leading a KIPP school where leaders start with the belief that we will defy the odds and prove what's possible with our students and our communities requires a level of persistence, commitment, and belief that transcends any challenge. Simply put, at KIPP, our leaders do hard things. And if we ever needed evidence of how our school leaders have navigated hard things, let us hold on to the past 20 months. In March 2019, right before our spring break, I was a school leader in my final months at KIPP Sunnyside High School. I remember all school leaders being on a conference call because way back then, in 2019, we weren't using Google Meets or Zoom. And I remember Dan, our regional superintendent, sharing with us that we had 2 hours in our building and that teachers should take home any instructional materials they needed to teach from home for 1 to 2 weeks after break. Well, after nearly 20 months, 30,000 laptop devices distributed to our KIPPsters, every Google Sheets, doc, and slide link you can imagine, the You're on Mutes, the BRBs, what day is it? Virtual classroom observations and drive-through celebrations, our school leaders are still plowing ahead with love. And it is because of their unyielding love for our KIPPsters that we honor them tonight. Our school leaders say yes to do this work, not in spite of the challenges of the past 20 months, but because of the challenges of 20 months. The promises to our children are sacred, and if COVID-19 did not stand in the way of those promises, we know that nothing else will. Our school leaders also invest a great deal of time in unlocking and building the leadership potential of our assistant principals and our deans. Through formal coaching and development plans, growing families, weddings, or even helping a shared leader take the time they need to win a personal battle with cancer, our school leaders intentionally invest in our shared leaders. What our school leaders hold true for our little KIPPsters, they also hold true for our big KIPPsters. And that is ensuring that shared leaders are ready for the next chapter of their respective leadership stories, including the school leadership seat, so they might continue a legacy of leading schools that are both high-performing and filled with joy. And it is in the spirit of legacy building that I have the privilege of introducing you all to 2 school leaders who will be accepting the honor tonight on behalf of all of our KIPP Texas Houston school leaders, Chaz Culbertson and Courtney Young. I was fortunate enough to work alongside Chaz during his time as an assistant principal at KIPP Sunnyside High School. And when Chaz became the school leader at KIPP Nexus Middle School, Courtney was his assistant principal. Now, both of them are school leaders at KIPP Prime and KIPP Nexus respectively. I'll let them tell you how it all happened when they take the stage. It is my pleasure to welcome Courtney Young and Chaz Culbertson to the stage to accept this honor on behalf of all of our fantastic school leaders in KIPP, Texas, Houston.
Journey,
Unity,
elevation,
community, all are simple words when they stand alone.
but together they encompass the role of a school leader. Each school leader has their own separate journey that led them to the seat they currently sit in, and here's a glimpse into our story.
I started this journey in 2010 as a math tutor at my alma mater, Sharpstown High School. I decided to be a lifelong educator dedicated to my community in Southwest Houston, Texas. And I was given the opportunity to be the founding Algebra 2 teacher at KIPP Sunnyside High School on 11,000 Scott Street.
While I was just a graduating high school senior, ready to embark on college and learn more about my identity as a Black woman at a historically Black college and university, eager to gain skills and knowledge to make an impact on the world.
And in 2014, I saw my founding Algebra 2 class graduating high school. I transitioned to teaching Algebra 1 and became a ninth grade grade level chair. I realized I could help more students beyond the classroom, being a support for a team of teachers on my grade level.
And I was just stepping into my first classroom in Charlotte, North Carolina, ready to make a difference and transformational change for my students, both inside and outside of the classroom. And as I was molding their minds to be transformational individuals, they were actually molding me to be a better educator.
And in 2017, I became an interim school leader at my home on 11,000 Scott Street with the advocacy and support of my former partner, assistant principal, then school leader at the time, the Dr. Ryan Wright.
While I was now moving to Houston, Texas, to help to open up the next middle school, KIPP Nexus Middle School. Never imagining that my journey would lead me to this place at this time, and merging my path with another.
And in 2018, I joined the efforts at KIPP Nexus Middle School, where I identified the potential in Ms. Young to impact more beyond her classroom, taking the time to coach, affirm, and push Ms. Young to become a principal in residence at KIPP Nexus Middle School and to later take on the full reign as the new school leader in just a few short months after the school year began, allowing me to continue my journey at KIPP Prime College Preparatory and to continue my impact in a new way.
You see, it is in the journey that you learn the impact you can have on others, but most importantly, the impact they can have on you. How you are touched by the perseverance of students who show up each day despite their circumstances, or the impact you feel from the teacher who continues to fight to find innovative techniques to reach all of their students, the lessons you learn from the parent on the power of unity, and the impact it can have on a little KIPPster's life, knowing that their teachers, their leaders, and family are all working together to push them towards growth and towards excellence.
On your journey, you understand the importance of elevation and excavation. It's the importance of putting yourself last and others first. It's the importance of knowing that in order for doors to be open, someone has to open that door and show someone that door.
But most importantly, in your journey, you learn the importance of community. As a community, we can move mountains. We can build doors. We can forge paths that will allow our students to truly live a choice-filled life and to be change agents that will create a more equitable world for all. No matter what your journey may look like, all of our paths led us here to this moment at this time.
Where we are able to see just how united we are to elevating the resources, support, and leadership that our students deserve. As a community, we can make the impossible become possible. As a community, we can provide our students with the very best so they can be their very best. As a community, we can lift our voices to continue to fight for justice, access, and policies that will affirm the identities of all of our students.
The connection of our journey is joined by the amazing team of school leaders we have the honor of representing tonight. We want to thank all of our school leaders for the work they do as we rise together on this journey. And finally, we want to thank you all. Thank you for your support of us, our teachers, our students, and their families. Together, we will build a more just world. Thank you. Yes, and we hope that you all enjoy your meal, and we look forward to seeing the seeds of gratitude that you leave behind on stage during dinner. Enjoy.